In the highly competitive world of professional basketball, it's almost expected for players in leagues like the NBA to find themselves entangled in rivalries with their peers. Among the most talked about feuds in recent times is the ongoing tension between Golden State Warriors standout Draymond Green and Minnesota Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert. Green has never been one to shy away from taking shots at Gobert's skills and contributions to his team, and with the Timberwolves currently battling it out in the semifinals against the Denver Nuggets, Green seized the opportunity to once again aim a barb at his rival. During a recent episode of NBA on TNT, which featured Green as a guest host, a segment highlighted the impressive performance of Nuggets star Nikola Jokic in a recent game. Jokic's stellar showing in Game 5 marked him as only the second player in NBA history, following Chris Paul, to achieve 40 points and 10 assists with 0 turnovers in a playoff game. However, Green couldn't resist adding his own twist to the discussion. "There's something interesting about this stat," Green remarked. "You know what's interesting? When Chris Paul had those numbers, there was a common thread. It was the Rudy Gobert-led Jazz." With this comment, Green insinuated that Gobert's defensive prowess might have played a role in facilitating such impressive performances by Jokic and Paul. While Green's co-hosts, Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith, refrained from laying the blame solely on Gobert, Shaquille O'Neal lent his support to Green's viewpoint, jokingly suggesting he probably won Defensive Player of the Year that year too. Green's assertion does hold some merit, as Chris Paul did achieve his record-setting performance against Gobert's Jazz while playing for the Houston Rockets. Despite Gobert not being Paul's primary defender, his defensive presence could have affected the flow of the game. Nevertheless, there were few instances of Gobert's defensive lapses in 2018, as evidenced by his eventual winning of the Defensive Player of the Year award that year, the first of 4 such accolades. However, Gobert did not escape criticism following Jokic's outstanding performance. While not everyone watching the Nuggets-Timberwolves game would have immediately recalled the matchup between Gobert and Paul years prior, many observers agreed that Gobert's defensive performance could have been better. From former players like Gilbert Arenas and media personalities like Skip Bayless to countless fans, there was widespread criticism of Gobert's defense. Amidst the backlash, however, Gobert found support from former Orlando Magic player JJ Redick. In a subsequent episode of their podcast, The Old Man and the Three, Redick and co-host Richard Jefferson defended Gobert against the chorus of critics. While acknowledging Jokic's brilliance, Redick praised the Nuggets for effectively neutralizing Gobert's impact on the game.